And, the one thing that we know about Putin and Putin's Russia is that they are absolutely opposed and hell bent on destroying our international rules-based order, which may not be perfect, but it's been responsible for the greatest period of peace and prosperity that the world has ever known since 1945, when we came out of the ashes of the Second World War. Now, there is ample evidence. Going back, I always like to quote Sergei Lavrov at the Munich Security Conference in 2017, who in a speech talked about the coming asunder of the old order, the rules-based international order, and talked about the rise of the post-West era. And I've written many articles and I've spoken many times recently about this. That would be a post-West era led by Russia, likely as a junior partner to China. We know that North Korea, Iran, Syria, and Belarus are already in Russia's pocket. And we have a lot of concerns about some very, very big countries in the BRICS in particular, Brazil, South Africa, and India, who are at best can be described to be on the fence with this conflict, and if anything, leaning in Russia's direction. So I think this tells us that, I've always said, for people like myself and you, Henry, the moral reason for supporting Ukraine is more than enough. Genocide is being committed in a European country for the last 18 months in 2023. But even if you're one of those people who don't care, this is a wolf that will come to our door. Because if we don't stop Putin definitively in Ukraine and defeat Russia, and a lot in the West seem to have a problem with talking about ultimate defeat of Russia. But if Russia is not defeated, it's our very rules-based order in the longer term which will be under huge threat. And my feeling is China, who are playing a long game and are sitting on the fence and are certainly, while they might seem sympathetic to Russia, they are certainly not playing out what would be expected from what I think they call their no limits partnership or their no limits friendship. So China is being cautious at the moment, but it's only absolute strength and determination from the West in supporting Ukraine and making sure that Ukraine will win that will ultimately, I believe, secure our way of life going forward. And I honestly believe that it's our way of life wrapped up in the rules-based order that is very much at threat here. There is more at stake in Ukraine than Ukraine.